5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, how's everyone's week been?
It's been Halo-tastic.
Yeah, that's true.
I've had better, to say the least.
Wow. Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah. It's been finals week, so, you know, obviously that already sets a precedent. And my hard drive with all my comic stuff on it was wiped. So I managed to salvage a bit of data from it, but a lot, like the large majority of the stuff I had is completely gone. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But at the very least, I got my laptop back up and running, so I can do stuff with that now. Not
That's
too
true.
bad.
Yeah. Well, speaking of comics, I've been making comics for the last few days, and it's been interesting.
Yeah.
Some of those comics relate to me getting the snot beaten out of me, but oh well.
As they typically do when you think about it.
Stop it! Just stop it!
In many different ways, many different forms, many different causes. That's usually what it boils down to. As far as weeks go, I've had a pretty interesting one.
Yeah.
Regulated my sleep schedule. Always gets messed up. So, I'm taking all bet. Yeah, I wonder why, but you know, I'm taking all bets on how I can keep it going. So far, I've been a week without any problems.
Yeah, and
I have trouble with that. Audience.
No November 6th comes along, that's out of the water.
Yeah, but you know, that's a couple of months from now, so all will be well. Yeah, a couple.
2 months.
Do you want me to do it? LJ, you're dumb. It's not 2 months.
A couple? But no, you said a couple of months.
Shut up, you're dumb.
No, you said a couple
You're
of
dumb.
months. And normally a couple means 2.
You're dumb. Get with the program.
What program? I'm with... Okay, fine.
Anyway. Well, yeah. May as well go ahead and say our names because...
People forget who we are.
Yeah. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I'm Messinek.
I'm LJ.
I'm Kahi.
And this is TTV. Well, yeah.
I've been here this entire time. Okay, by the magic of editing.
Yeah.
Well,
This is TTV, episode 33. Correct. Being the best, be the best.
Hey, we've made it up to episode 33.
1/2 of 66. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it will be fun. Hopefully we're going till then. We're currently at half of our lifespan.
Stupid Kahi using his numbers.
I would say we've done like 33 episodes in however many years we've been active. 2 years, but we've done a lot more. Just, you know.
I'd say we've gone up to 45 at this point.
I'm
If
gonna
they're
count on
yeah.
our specials because that's what the BZP topic's for. That's why it exists. I'm just not gonna do it right now because I'm a professional. Speaking of being a professional, let's hop right into the news because that's always fun and exciting, right, guys?
Exactly.
Yeah.
In the news this week, we have Set Review 6869, Quinjet Aerial Battle, a Hunter. Crazy Power partners with the Ninjago wiki. Even more LEGO stores! Set review 2200 Master Builder Academy Starter Set. LEGO Architecture adds Korean landmark to collection. Forum upgrades. LEGO Lord of the Rings updates. Set review 4530 Hulk. LEGO Monster Fighters now available. Set review 4529 Iron Man. Forums online. Powercast staff interviews round 2. And record for tallest LEGO tower broken. And that is the news and commentary for this exciting week.
Well, Avengers assemble. That's all I got out of that.
No!
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Come on. LJ is the
So-
only one here that has not seen that movie, so he can't talk.
Ah!
He's excluded.
I haven't seen Captain America, I haven't seen Thor, and I haven't
haven't
seen the Avengers. Everything else, I'm good.
Yeah.
Did you see Iron Man and Iron Man 2?
Yep.
Incredible Hulk?
Yep.
Yeah, that's about it, right?
Yep.
Yep, should be it.
Yep. Nope.
Yep.
Nope. Yep.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
this news. Easy Power went down.
Yeah. Forum upgrades. It's always
To
nice.
be fair, they actually kept their promise, so...
Yeah, it did
I'm-
come up very quick. It did come up the
It
next
did.
day.
The
So-
thing that
Right.
impressed me the most was that when the upgrades were done, they changed the board offline message and was like, the upgrades are now complete. We expect to be back online around such and such central time.
And they actually kept to it.
Hmm.
I see people freaking out even though they do have cause to freak out considering what's happened in the past. They're like in the topic going, I was scared this was going to be another great downtime 2.0. Even though
Then,
they tell you it's coming
Yeah.
back.
then Haporid was there to comfort them all. Said it's okay. That's next year.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, you
But-
think I'm kidding?
Yeah, it's funny, you're right, you're probably not kidding. But we'll
They've
do
done it
that.
twice ever since I joined. Now I joined in 2009. There was one period where they went down for like 3 months in the middle
Yeah,
of
I remember
summer
that.
2009. And then later on, of course, was the great downtime from 2011 to the majority of 2011.
I'm trying to remember, you're right, there was that 3-month period, but there was also a great downtime in 2010 as well.
All right. You know, now that I think about it, it is sort of every year, isn't it?
They have a
That's kind of-
period around like spring where they go down. Sometimes we're lucky and it's just like for a week or two, but then sometimes
Yeah.
it is for like a month or two.
I guess, like, this year, I guess it sort of got up with Crackjag, so,
Yeah. Hopefully we
You
won't
might
have one.
might have fulfilled our quota this year.
Yeah, and next year is going to be interesting. Maybe we can make it a year without BZ Power going down due to an attack.
Well, it just got reset, so to an attack, I guess. Yeah. We'll see. I'm not gonna go into actually looking for the date
Yeah.
because I don't have that kind of time to.
And no one has that kind of interest. So, what about that set reviews? Quinja aerial battle.
Don't care.
Looks like a great set, but I do have a problem with the set.
It's at the helicarrier.
Yeah, this shouldn't really
Okay.
exist. It's like this wasn't the flagship major battle from the movie. When you think of
Was it even in the movie?
Yeah.
yeah,
It was. But Tony Stark hacked the systems to blast AC/DC through it. I'm not joking.
Don't
he, like,
tell me these
he
things!
blasts AC/DC, and then he comes down and, he just does stuff. It's pretty awesome,
And then-
but, it's not something I want as the flagship title.
well, no, it's like it appears later on in the movie too during the whole deal.
Oh,
with
right. But
Chitauri.
it crashes.
Yeah,
So-
it crashes and then it's destroyed and then it's a
Why are
set.
you doing this?
Like, it's true. You see it coming down, and the first thing that happens, it gets shot, and it just crashes. And that's it. You don't see it, doing some super moves, shooting the giant worm alien around. It's like,
Ah!
right for the ground.
Yep.
Thank you, Kahi. Thank
You're
you.
Minifigures, though,
Oh my.
I'm pleased with these.
Yeah, the minifigures are good.
Iron Man. Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
He is.
Yeah, that Iron Man minifigure. Actually, all the minifigures look really good.
Yeah.
Really happy with them.
Mm-hmm. One thing that I just want to point out, this a hunter mostly. I always try and stray away from when BZP does their spotlights. We do our own, but I just have to call. I don't really mention them too much, but I just have to call attention to this. This is great.
Huh.
Thank you. That's very insightful.
It's great.
Oh, I thought you were saying something more.
No, it's great. Yeah. I've seen more complex things, but I just love the look of it.
It's an interesting build. I like how it's more sleek. And, since we do mock spotlights anymore, it's
Don't
good.
worry. I don't feel at all bad about that.
I know you don't.
Yeah, that gives my comic maker spotlight the precedence of spotlights, because it's the only spotlight we do.
Well, don't worry, all you loyal fans. It will be back eventually.
Yeah, you think.
In some
We'll do,
shape.
the movies, the movies and music spotlight.
Oh yeah, I agree. The music movie spotlight. Biocraft. Biocraft. Token, Rebirth the Chronicles, and then some more Biocraft.
Yeah, Biocraft. Rebirth Chronicles, Biocraft.
But yeah. In terms of the actual, the good old Ultra Build reviews, how about them?
They're not like the others, so I'm glad. That one that happened before was just...
Yeah, I actually, for once, never thought I'd do this. Thank you, DV, for listening to the feedback of these set reviews, because I know that a lot of them were fairly annoyed at your Captain America set review, which is, I'm not going to sugarcoat this, awful.
Yeah.
And these two set reviews are really good, so...
Yeah.
I actually, got something out of it. I know now to get Iron Man for the parts and the Hulk.
Here's my stance on this whole deal, okay? Iron Man looks like a fantastic set, even by Hero Factory standards. It blows away some of the summer sets, which is something that, let's put it this way, I could never say for any of the other DC or Marvel Ultra builds, because they all look kind of odd.
What about the Green Lantern and the Joker?
The Joker was good for parts, Green Lantern was good for parts. Green Lantern was a decent set.
That's what you think.
Batman was blue. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was Blue Man.
Anyway.
He's trying to be blue. He was sad.
And then I completely agree with the hate the Hulk gets, but I still want to get him eventually, just because I want to toy around with that design.
It's like a decent set to get for parts, but for me, I don't have any money, so I would buy it.
Yeah, that's true.
Steal it.
If you could pirate Lego sets, if you could get those, I would do that. I'm unashamed here.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do not promote this on TTV. Thank you.
We don't do this.
But I would buy the sets later on. I will do someday.
You are crazy.
One of these days, I will buy a box trilogy set.
Wow. Well, no, the deal with the Hulk is, for me, the set itself is not all too bad, but it's the color choices. They're just completely wrong. It's obviously the first thing you notice is his blue pants, but that's not even the worst of it. It's his armor, that's passable, but then for some reason his chest is that way too, so it's he has chest armor underneath his skin.
What? That's perfectly normal. Have you ever heard of a biomechanical... Oh, no.
And then his lower arms, the ones that are not armored, are black, even though the same piece they use is used on his legs in green.
Why? Why?
Not only that, why does he have blue pants and his minifigure counterpart has...
Tan.
Beige. Yeah. Tan.
Even worse, if they were going to make him not like the movie counterpart because they don't want to make tan pieces, okay. Purple parts exist. They've been used.
I know, right?
Yeah.
The Hulk has purple pants. Everybody knows this. Maybe he does it in the movies, but iconically, he has purple pants.
Yes, now it'd be
They could've
different if you
been-
had made the purple parts and you didn't want to recolor them just for the Hulk. But they exist.
Yeah. Exactly.
That bugged me. And then,
French.
other than that,
So, the premise of this line is that Iron Man has given armor to all the other Marvel heroes, right?
yeah.
Why? Okay, I think they already tried giving Hulk Iron Man armor. I don't think that turned out too well. Honestly, Iron Spider, an Iron Spider set, that would have been sweet. Wouldn't have tied into the movie. Well, I guess Amazing Spider-Man. So maybe. But yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking about because I'm not a comic book aficionado.
Okay, sorry. Basically, Tony Stark created an Iron Man suit for Spider-Man. They called it the Iron Spider. It was.
Huh.
I liked it. Like, fans are like torn about it. I like it. Some people don't, but it would have at least been kind of cool to see as a set.
Time to go search it up.
That's right, folks. In the middle of TTV, Meso looks for superheroes.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh wow, yeah, I agree that would be cool as a set.
In this instance, after Iron Man, I actually disagree. I think we have enough red and
Oh, true.
gold.
Yeah, it's funny because it's true.
That is probably true. That also might be the reason why I didn't do that. Deadpool would have been awesome, even though he has no relation to any of these movies.
Yeah, but you know, the
Yeah.
X-Men have no relation to the Avengers, yet they made an X-Men set for no apparent reason.
True. Oh, I mean, I honestly thought Wolverine was going to be one of the heroes here, simply because Wolverine is just iconically popular. Like, even back in the 90s, they used to just put Wolverine on covers just because he would sell comic books. Like, he wouldn't even be in the story. They just put him on the cover. They called it Wolverine Publicity. Like, they just, they'd show Wolverine, like, battling somebody, and in the comic, it would have no relation. Like, Wolverine would not even show up. The X-Men would not show up. There would be no mention of it. They just did that so they would sell more comics.
Wow.
So, I sort of thought, oh, they're going to put Wolverine here because, Wolverine's so popular. Of course he's going to sell Lego sets. I guess they didn't.
It's like
I can see the,
Wolverine publicity.
I can see the Nuparu claws, sort of acting as
Yep.
Wolverine's claws. I don't know.
I agree.
You'd
I
need
guess.
longer claws than the Nuparu, and Nika claws, really.
The Power Rangers claws were the
they're-
best.
Yeah, I think they're about the length of Wolverine's.
Maybe, I guess. I'd say just.
I loved that piece though. I really
Yeah,
did.
it was a cool piece.
It's like when Biocraft comes out, we should just like make a thumbnail of the video, a picture of Wolverine.
Oh my! I dare you! I dare you!
Wolverine publicity. This episode is gonna have a thumbnail of Wolverine.
This is Wolverine, yeah. Lego
That's what I
Wolverine.
probably do that.
I would fit in there. I'm not sure what else. Ninjago Wiki.
Yeah, the Ninjago wiki.
Yeah.
That is the only other thing which interests me is the Ninjago wiki. Here's the deal with that. And a lot of people seem to be confused about this. So there's a member of BZP named Mako, I believe is how you pronounce his name. And his brother is Anchor, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Both of which are influential members in the community. I know Anchor is Anchor Enchir, or Enkir, I'm not entirely sure, forgive me if you even hear this. But I know he's on BSO1 and HSO1. I'm not entirely sure his standing on BZP. Anchor. Yeah. But anyway, they run this wiki. I know others do as well, but those are the only names that I know personally that I can associate with it. So for some strange reason, they're now partners with BZP, and they get their own forum. The end.
Okay. I think this is just another way BZ Power is showing that we can be a Lego form too, guys.
Yeah.
But
What? You
kind
always
of
make
mixed
that
feelings
story
about that. Mixed in that I don't think I really enjoy it. Being force fed to me. But on the other hand, I really like Ninjago, and they are right in that Ninjago has a lot of similarities to Bionicle, so I don't mind it so much. If they were going to pick a Lego theme to partner up with it, I'm glad they went with Ninjago.
Mm-hmm.
to me, I don't know. I'm just like, I wish this wiki had more on it. You know,
It does.
like it.
Not.
I don't even know how many pages it has because it doesn't tell me.
Yeah, it just. I've seen several pages, and a lot of them are just kind of stubs. And I don't know. I sort of wish that like they would have something that really makes me go on. So like BS1, I go on there and like I can look up anything with Bionicle, and then it's like it feels more complete. Like even when I first came to be part of the fan base, I went there. It felt a bit more solidified, and like Ninjago Wiki, it looks to be just a wiki starting out, which is good that BZ Power wants to help. It's just like affiliating with them as opposed to all the other wikis out there. I don't know.
I just randomly went and searched up Pythor, which is, I'm not going to go in depth into his character. He's basically one of the antagonists of season 2 of this TV show, and it has a fairly detailed page. The kind of page.
Short version. He's a bad guy who's a snake. He's purple.
Yeah.
Pythor. I wasn't able to tell.
and he has a pretty good length page, but I wouldn't necessarily say the same for every character.
Now I get it. It's Python. How did I?
Let me look up Chokin.
Oh man! Don't bring Chokin into this. He's choking on air.
See that one? I can't really draw something from choking.
I'll give you a picture.
Okay, let me see. Choking. Good.
He's choking on his own teeth. He's choking on his own teeth.
You're right. I wouldn't be surprised if he was choking on his own teeth.
All he ever says is.
I wonder, has Lego really gone down in naming people after Bionicle? I mean, like, when Hero Factory came out, you had Billy Blaze
Mark Surge,
Preston Stormer, and now you have, like, Chokin and,
Sasha.
What?
Nappa.
I know the names here.
Guess what that's based on?
Names here. I'm not going to go in depth into this because we don't have the time to waste. Like for me telling you all about these different Hero Factory, these different Ninjago names. But here's just a couple. There's Mesmo, Slithra, Rattler, Fangdom, Fangsway, Snappa, Skeletor, Bitar, Chokin and Snake, Lazaru, Spitta, and Lasha.
Speeda Demon.
Yeah, Speeda Demon.
Oh no. That's right.
Whoa, and we're experiencing a cutout, and now, back to the original presentation.
Oh, no, I'm kidding, yeah. That's
Well, what else do we have lined up to talk about today?
the comics, the important part.
Well, yeah, it's just kind of interesting. The whole wiki. I'm hoping that it gets fleshed out some more, and that it becomes bigger as Ninjago grows, because it has no signs of ending anytime soon.
Yeah,
I think
that seems to be good. Anyhow,
aside from that, Kahi, you mentioned you wanted to talk about Lego Batman 2.
Oh yeah,
DC superheroes.
Basically, there's been some promo images released, and I'll link it to you. And put this link in the description if you can, so.
Okay.
Because it's not actually part of the news. But apparently, you can see a lot of, they've done some promo images in the style of Arkham City, like a homage to those in minifigure form, which is cool in of itself. But if you scroll down, you can also see that they're adding, out of all the people they're adding to the roster. If you order, I think from GameStop, this is EB, but EB and GameStop are now basically one and the same. Apparently, you get Black Adam, Black Manta, Gorilla Grodd, and Bizarro, all these classic villains. Especially Black Adam is the one I'm really excited for, because,
I don't know who that is.
You don't... Oh, yeah, it's... Ironically, he's the arch nemesis of this character called Captain Marvel. And back in the day, he was the most popular superhero around. Like, more popular than Superman or anyone. His issues were outselling. They're doing like 1 million issues per run. His comics are insanely popular.
So he's just like Captain DC. I see.
Wow.
No, not really. That was another thing. He was actually owned by this guy called Fawcett Comics. Basically, long story short, there was a lawsuit, and they bought over. but Captain Marvel remains like a very unknown superhero because no one really knows who he is, but he could have been like the biggest superhero. Like right now, we could all know a Captain Marvel movie, and like Superman would be this guy that just somewhat existed in the back of our minds. Get out of my head! And also, I'll link this to you. A new 5-character pack also includes Nightwing, which was an original Lego Batman. Also Katana, Zatanna, and Damon Wayne. And Captain Marvel has now been rebranded as Shazam, even though, yeah.
I think I know someone who's gonna like that Nightwing thing.
Nightwing was awesome to play as in Batman Arkham City.
Who could it be, LG?
Oh, and I'm pretty sure that same person is going to hate me for calling it a thing. Mr. Swart.
Good old Swart.
But
yeah.
Yep.
Looks like a fun game.
Damon Wayne gonna be interesting to play as.
I don't even know who that is.
That's Bruce Wayne's son, who's I think the 4th or 5th Robin now. I'm not exactly sure. Comes to recent comic news, I'm not that current on that. But
well, that's interesting.
indeed.
Nice little unmentioned news. You heard it here, not first, considering it's all over the internet. But
Yeah.
Dang it, Kahi, it is your not job to bring us things first and foremost. Where have you been? Playing Halo? We're gonna have to let you go.
I read it in the article after that I was talking about Halo 4. That's how I found out about this in the first place.
You saddened me.
Turns out like Superman probably gonna be interesting to play. The entire game is an open world environment, and Superman can, from what I hear, he can fly just all around the city. You can just go all over the place, do whatever.
It's a Lego game?
Yes, in the Lego game. Open world Lego game. It's kind of interesting.
Never heard of that before.
Yeah, it's kind of new. It's good considering the past couple Lego games, ever since Lego Star Wars, have basically been pretty much the same up to Lego Star Wars: The Clone Wars. That added a bit, something a bit different, but that's something new. Especially the Flash might be interesting to play since
he's
you
Bob.
can pick up all those Lego studs a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the most innovative of these Lego games, Bionicle Heroes.
Anyway.
Yeah, I guess.
Why don't you ever agree with me? Why?
Because you're wrong.
You are. Granted, I like Bionicle Heroes. It's so funny, I only played Bionicle Heroes on the Nintendo DS, where it was a first-person shooter.
Yeah, I know, I did that too. That's the only Bionicle Heroes I've ever played.
With multiplayer.
Yeah,
Man,
it was actually a lot like Metroid. For
Yep.
Nintendo DS.
Oh, no.
Whatever that, I forget the name of that.
But
yeah,
Bionicle FPS multiplayer, it's a thing which I wish was more accessible and or online play.
Bionicle MMORPG.
Yeah, too. That'd be fun. Anyway, before we actually move on to the next segment, this isn't actually a full segment, and it kind of goes along with the news, but it's not BZP news, it's just our news. LJ, tell our fans what small percentage of fans we have that only watch TTV videos and don't watch Biocraft videos. What's going on with Biocraft?
Who are those people?
They don't exist. But tell them anyway.
Yes, so we have a little bit of Biocraft news. We mentioned on our recent update video, which you should go check out. The link will be in annotations at this point.
No, it won't.
It better be. It better be.
It'll be in our most recent videos.
Fine, that too. But yeah, in our recent video talking about Biocraft, we talked about that we would put Biocraft updates in TTV episodes time to time. And that's what we're doing. So, a couple of things. One, we are hoping for July release, but do not count on it. Do not hold your breath. Because, it's being worked on right now. But yeah, don't hold your breath. We're still trying. but still. We are going to release another trailer. Still something we want to do.
Probably around the time we release the movie, it'll be like a launch trailer kind of deal.
Yeah. And then finally, something to expect. The length of the movie, as it is shaping up right now, it's going to be over an hour long. It's going to be in one part. So, yeah, a lot of loading time, unless you have fast internet, unlike me. You should be okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's gonna be easily over an hour long.
Definitely.
We could probably upload it post release. Just an idea. I just thought of this right now, just as like an idea, maybe a possibility. Don't take this as fact. It's just like maybe after we release the movie, we could re-upload it as smaller, separate chunks for those with bad internet.
Yeah, we'll see.
Completely separate uploads. But,
Yeah, we'll see what you guys want.
Make it able for you to torrent it. So.
No!
You're not allowed.
That's what torrenting is allowed if it's free.
You're not allowed.
But yeah, so just a little bit of a heads up. Personally, I'm really excited for the time. It's turning out to be an actual feature-length film.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's your Biocraft update for the episode.
Fascinating.
It is.
Anyway, and now you get to talk some more because now we're going to transition into your actual segment, which is always nice. I'm curious to see who you're going to tear to shreds, review today.
Me too.
So yeah, go ahead.
Hello and welcome to the Comic Maker Spotlight. Today we are going to go over a comic maker of which I actually rarely see around the forum. These comics are called Kamen Rider Noobzlayers. No, wait, Noobzlayer. Okay. And these are made by comic maker DJ Noobzlayer, Kamen Rider. Man, his name does not cross over to his comic title at all. So, let's dive right in. A little bit of background on the comic maker. He joined approximately 4 years ago, and in that time has 567 posts in total. So, yeah, we're going to go over his recent 2 comics and see how they stack up with each other. I don't know when these were released, whatever. But yeah, let's dive right in. It's comic number 6. There's 7 comics at the time of this recording. We see that the kit used in this comic is the Xaniz kit.
You know, we said Zamamori for a second, didn't you?
I was just about to, I swear.
This isn't the ripoff, folks. This is the actual original.
Yeah, I don't prefer either, really.
That's because you're dumb.
I like Xaniz a bit more than the ripoff, but either way.
You
So-
use Rig. Shut up.
No, you shut up! You used Tomaru! Ah! No, anyway.
Oh my god.
I'm sure Dark 709 would love to hear what you just said now. Okay. Alright, let's actually get to what we're supposed to review.
Exactly. So, in this we can see apparently there's a noob that's going shoop the whoop. Haven't seen that ever used in a comic before.
Wow. Honestly, I haven't seen those. It's like food obsessions. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, this is true. I have not seen those in a while. Something else I have not seen in a while, BZ Guards, which
Whoa.
were originally in Dark Zone 9 stuff, and I am really, really surprised to see these. So, yeah. So in this comic, apparently they get 2 chips, and these chips do something. And yeah,
I guess.
as noob,
You ever
as the
that.
apparent noob is beating up BZ guards because BZ guards are like stormtroopers and can't do anything. We see our hero. I'm gonna guess it's DJ Noobzlayer or Noobzlayer, and they have a quick stare down before the comic maker plants these chips, what appear to be in his chest. That's right, he stabs himself. And says something which appears to be in Japanese, more Japanese, and to a giant bug. And next I have trouble reading. The sprite work is actually really well done, and the rotations are good. The backgrounds, graphic-wise, are actually, they're bland, but they work, honestly. Perspective is also well done, and, it's easy on the eyes, and it's not bad at all. And it's definitely one of the better Zen is Kit stuff thing. Zen is Kit comics that I've seen.
Yeah. I could jump in here real quick and say I agree with everything you said except for the rotations. Rotations kind of bug me, and this is coming from a purely comic standpoint. I can see here what he's trying to do. When he rotated it, he has the interpolation set to have to be like pixelated. So whenever he turns it, you can see the exact amount of pixels it took to get there. In some cases, when you're enlarging it, that's perfect. That's what you want. You don't want it to be blurry. But in this case, you do want to have the interpolation set to bicubic. So when you rotate it, it appears smooth. It appears like the actual sprite was on there and it's just tilted. Instead of having all these, we can actually see the pixels used to make it. So that it kind of bugs me. And I feel like if he had just used that, he used bicubic to rotate, it would have looked a lot better, in my opinion.
So.
But that's to get a good rotation like that. That's what you need to do, and you can do this in both GIMP and Photoshop, but not in Paint.
Yeah. Well, in the next comic, it continues off where the previous one left off, with a battle between Kamen Rider Noobzlayer and Noob Dopant. Dopant. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. The comic starts off with "Come at me, dopant." Would have been much better if you just said "Come at me, noob." So, okay, and then he says, "All right, noob, show me what you got." I really like what he does here with the story, because from a story aspect, it looks like him and his mentor, friend, dude. They're like a team, and they're going out and they're fighting noobs, different kinds of noobs. And I always hated how overused the noob thing was, like the black noob with the big googly eyes that Philbert and Gerlicke love to overuse like bucket loads. This guy, I really like what he's done, because he kind of gives it like it's a species, similar to how Merkenis did it. But
technically, I need their species. Yeah, okay, keep going.
Okay. But, yeah, and so he has to put on armor and fight them to, subdue them, and they're like a team of, to give you a good example, ghost hunters, busters, whatever.
Ghost hunters. Yeah.
Ghost hunters. Din.
Yes.
But, yeah, so I really like this story, the concept, and in this fight scene, he's working on the armor. Now all of a sudden he activates a Slayer maximum drive and owns the noob. And then it releases a chip which explodes. I really like this concept with the chips too. So either way, all in all, story-wise, I really, really like this. It looks really cool, and it's definitely something I would follow. I'd have to look back at the prior comics, though, to get the whole scoop. But, just from a standpoint here, I kind of understand things. Graphics-wise, I am starting to agree with Kahi. Definitely use the what did you call it?
It's bicubic interpolation. I just see. I can't remember off my head what's it is for GIMP because I don't use GIMP. I guess you just Google change interpolation on GIMP. It should be it should show you how to do it, and it'll have a drop box, and you can select nearest neighbor, which will do the pixely thing basically, and bicubic, which will make it smooth. So nearest neighbor for enlarging or stuff when you want it pixelized, and bicubic for when you're rotating and you want it smooth.
Yeah, definitely go with that. And otherwise I think this is a really good series. It's not trying on the eyes, and I'd probably still need to see some other things he can do, but it's definitely really worth your time. The only other thing I would say is try out some different backgrounds, a lot of variety background-wise, because I'm looking through a couple of the previous comics. It seems like a lot of them are basically the same, except for the first few, which are photorealistic, but I'd say stick to what you can make. So yeah, but definitely keep up the amazing work. This is a great series, and I definitely suggest you go check it out. So when you get the chance, check out Kamen Rider, Noobzlayer, and post and read. And Kahi.
I'm waiting a bit here. No, basically, I agree with what you said. I like the concept. I like how it's trying to emulate this anime style. I've seen the Kamen Rider or Kamen Rider. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I've seen this used before, specifically in a certain stalker that's now married to Fluttershy's comics. But it's always been sort of like a fan thing. You have Sonic appear in some comics randomly, and it has never really been used right. This one, I feel it's a bit more organic. I like how he's really brought this Noobzlayer thing and brought it into focus. He's this sort of super powered Noobzlayer going around trying to find people to battle. I like that. It's a new concept. I think it's an interesting concept. You can see later on, where he does the battles. You see a lot of swirly lines. You see a lot of motion swirls, outline. The one where he attacks the noob and kicks it. It's just black and it has two silhouettes in it. That is drawing a lot of things from anime or manga, or I don't know. Basically, I like that style. This is something new. This is something that not everybody's doing. This is something that makes this series very unique in its presentation, and I absolutely love it. The one thing I have to say is change the font. Not the one for the Kamen Rider, but the one for, again, I apologize for saying that wrong, but the one for the guy, just the normal guy when they're just talking normally. That font is just too. I'm not sure how to say it. It doesn't really look right. It doesn't fit in with the series. I prefer a more comicized font, at least a serif font. I'm sorry, sans serif font. And maybe an outline, because the red colors do get kind of hard to read at certain times. But other than that, I love the innovation, the concept when you're trying to do the series. I would recommend this series if you're looking for something new to read. Definitely check this one out. I just noticed he has a teardrop too. Another thing borrowed from it. But yeah, it's really good. I just change those few things, add an outline, change the font, maybe change the colors so it's not so clashing. Do something with the backgrounds, but as it stands right now, it's very promising, and I like the inclusion of even the Japanese characters within this. It's very unique.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, so I guess that's practically about it for this one, Kahi, unless there's anything else you can think of.
Not so far. I guess this is part of the revamped grayscale board, right?
Actually, I don't know what that is.
I'm not actually sure either, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a new continuity or just a new group that's going around. But at least this one seems to be doing some really good work. So yeah, I'm not complaining about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so definitely go check that out, and post and yeah, see what you think. That's the Comic Maker Spotlight.
Hooray! Good work, yo.
Mhm.
But yes, what an interesting episode this has been. For just us, I'd say it was pretty good.
Yeah,
that's things what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what I think.
Ironically, school is out and people are still gone.
I know, right?
Because they were here all semester long until break.
Yeah, this
And then
does
they were
not
like,
bode
"Yep,
well.
okay, I don't have swing anymore." So
Yeah, this does not bode well. But, you know.
We'll see what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
We'll tackle them to death. I mean, not death.
Okay, well, anyway. Thank you for listening. We appreciate your viewership, and be sure to like, comment, rate, favorite, subscribe.
Oh, my man, no.
And,
Every time.
yes.
and yeah. Thank you for listening. I'm Messneck.
I'm LJ.
I'm Kahi.
Said it this time.
I did. No, I've said it the last time too. I was right here. I don't know what you're talking about.
On cue.
And this was TTV episode 33. Thank you for listening. And adios, amigos.
And now it's time for some sheer recording professionalism. Kahiruva!